down that tube. Hello. Okay guys, so a couple of quick things to mention. A couple of times the car did what seemed to be the ESC just didn't respond, so both times were kind of mid-air, wanted a bit more throttle. I wanted to hit full throttle and it didn't want to do anything, so that happened twice I think. The steering seemed to spaz out maybe once or twice, where it just kind of struggled to get back to center slightly. Obviously it's covered in mud, as you can see. It's completely, you know, it's really muddy here, you know, the ground. The body held up okay. I've got a bit of a dent at the back here, which is the obvious place really, where it's just going to hit the ground, dig into the ground, and it's bending it up, but nothing major. A squash there in the side. The only other strange thing was that the off button, I got a red flashing light and the car slowed down, so I stopped using it straight away. I believe that's low voltage cut out, and basically when I went to turn it off with the button just there, basically nothing happened. So I kept pressing it, nothing happened, so I unplugged the batteries and it obviously cut it out. So I don't know why that is. That's a bit weird. You know, if you press the button it should go off, shouldn't it? The obvious, you know, in these conditions, the back end is totally covered in mud. The drive shafts were getting covered in grass and stuff, so I picked that out. Temps wise, I don't think I saw more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit on the motor and about 80 on the ESC, I think. Well, I'll have to check back in the video, and I think I've had about half an hour's sort of run time on and off out of 5,500 milliamp hour 6S. And first impressions, obviously the first time I've run it, first impressions would be it's a great laugh, it's fun, it's big, it can get over all sorts of stuff. It's got a nice pickup on the throttle, and it will wheelie if there's enough traction. Suspension is typical kind of Traxxas-y, nice and soft and cushiony and really good. And of course you can adjust it as well, so that's okay anyway. I didn't have any durability problems. I crashed a few times but nothing massive. although it is a heavy truck, so it's going to be a fairly big hit, you know, whatever you do crash wise. So I didn't have any problems with it, basically. All I would say is it does, if you like power, if you're used to 6S 8 scale or even 4S 8 scale, it's probably on the limit of kind of 4S, just about 4S 8 scale performance, I would say. Maybe a little bit less. So bear that in mind, I guess. And if you want more performance out of it, it looks like, as people are struggling with temperatures and motors maybe failing and the ESC may be failing when you push it hard, then you're looking at having to buy a system for it. The only other thing I'd say, you've got to bear in mind, this is slippery as anything, when you buy something this big, is you've got to carry the damn thing. When it runs out of batteries, or you know, whatever, fuel, or whatever you're doing, you got to carry the thing. And I'm in the middle of a very hilly, disused golf course here, which is great actually. It's a perfect place for this. You know, as you can see, it's just like, you know, it's a really cool spot. But yeah, it's heavy, this thing.